Hi all, welcome back. This is part 7 video for the series 11, and here we are going to discuss on the MSK cluster with producer and consumer. How to do it, because in MSK cluster is basically two types, provision and serverless. So we will discuss both the types in our series. So first type I am going to discuss is provisions. Then we will discuss serverless. Now, agenda for discussion for this video is we will discuss the flow, how this MSK cluster will work and producer and customer will show over there, and how to create MSK cluster, and then we will create some client EC2 instance and role. Then we will going to create some Kafka installation client, and we will create the topics. After creating the topic, we will run the command for the producer and consumer. We will send some messages from the producer, and which will be consumed by the consumer. After completion of this domain, we will going to delete all those resources, because these resources are not free here. So you are going to charge somehow, because you will going to use some uh, um, higher instance in this demo. So this is the flow for the provision MSK cluster, producer and consumer. You can see this is the Kafka cluster, and this is MSK is the service for the AWS PaaS service provided by the Amazon. And we are going to use this service, and after that we will create a one EC2 instance where we will produce the messages. After that, we also create two consumers here, two EC2 instances we will create, and that instance will consume these messages from the Amazon Kafka. So basically, we will create three EC2 instances and one Kafka cluster for that, right? So first step, we will go and create the MSK cluster. And let me create it, then I will explain this slide for that, right? So you can see its name is, I have given this MSK provision cluster. So let me log in that EC2 instance, this Amazon console, and let me search MSK. This MSK is a fully managed service provided by the Amazon. You can see currently I don't have any cluster ready here. So just go and create the cluster. And there are multiple ways we can create this: quick create and custom create. I will go for the custom create, so I can show you the options for that. And cluster name, I have added this one. And cluster type, you can see this is two types of cluster: serverless and provision. So first, I will select in this demo for provision. Now you can see here brokers type. We can key Kafka M5 large. This is recommendation for that. For this video, we can use the T3 small, because we will only simply produce the messages from producer, and that messages will be taken by that consumed by the consumer, right? So it is only 2 CPU on 2 GB Giga RAM. So I think it is sufficient for this demo. So I have selected this one. And number of zones, it is 3 recommended, but this demo we can do for the 2 only. It will take less time for creating this cluster, and for demo purpose, it is 2 is sufficient. And number of broker per zone, I am taking 1, because basically number of broker, it will be 1 for each zone. The number of zone we have 2, so it is created 2 broker, right? So, and storage, you can see it is a storage very high, 1000 we don't require. I've given earlier already. Here is for 10 GB sufficient for this demo. And after that, we need to go to next. So here we can create our custom BPC, but I'm going to use default BPC, because so whatever selected, I have given 2 zones. It will give me option for selecting the zones here. So we can select any zone. I'm selecting 1A and subnet for that, and second zone selection for 1B, and I'm selecting. We can select any zone, not compulsory to select 1 or 2. If we'll give the option for number of zone 3, 4, 5, then you will need to select more zones over there, right? And after that, I am going to choose the default security group. So we need to remember those the security group details, because we need to change later on. And so next step, this is access control method. You can see this is the unauthorized access. It is okay, default one. And just take one thing, we need to select the plain text, because we will check the communication between the plain text here in the demo. So please select this checkbox for that. And after that, monitoring is a default option. I'm going to create now this cluster. So cluster creation will take 15 minutes, you can see. So meanwhile, we are going I will explain this thing to you. This is a create cluster. Whatever we have done in UI, I've written over there. This is a name for that custom create method one, and cluster name, type, provision, and we have selected broker type 33 small, 10 number of zones 2. We have taken 10 GB. We have selected our default network. If you want, you can select your own network over there. And default security group, you can create your own security group. And this is the plain text important. So this is you need to select this plain text. So because if you will select the plain text, we will get the endpoint for the plain text also. I will show you in the endpoint whatever you're getting those there. So we need ARN and security group for this cluster. We will copy it once it will create, right? So we have done this thing, and it will take time for 15 minutes for creation the cluster. Now we need to create the client EC2 instance and role for this creation, because as the diagram I told that this we have created this one. Now we need to create 3 EC2 instances, which I will use for the producer, 1 for producer and 2 for the consumer, 1 and 2, right? So let me create the role first. Name of role is MSK role. So let me open IAM then. This is the role and create role. This is EC2 type, and I'm selecting MSK full access over here. Next, MSK role. We will give this access to the EC2 instance. So this role is created. Now we need to create 3 EC2 instance, and type is Amazon Linux MI, right? And we will give the name, select this IAM role over there, and we will give the name for producer and other for the consumer and consumer 2. So, and we will going to create new security group, MSK provision security group. We will do it, and I will show you those things. Yeah. So let's go in EC2 instance. We currently, you can see we don't have any instance so far, 0 everything. So let's go and create the instance. So Linux 2 is okay, and T2 micro is sufficient for this demo. Now here I will select the default VPC because I have not created any VPC so far. And IAM role, you can go and select this MSK role, right? This is selected for that. And now next storage is okay, and tag. So I am giving the name for producer, right? Later on I will going to change for the other two. I think I need we missed out one more step here because we need the 3 instances, right? So I'm giving the 3 number of instance. Now, next security group, we will going to create this new security group, and security group name, I'm giving this MSK provision security group, so you can know that of a security group you use so far, right? And port 22 is for anywhere, it's okay. Launch, and I will use this key, right? So simple steps I've done. Now let's wait for that view instances. You can see it is creating 3 instances with same name. So let me change the name. For we will use this instance for the consumer one. And use this for the consumer too, right? So 3 instances are created and it is running. Let me connect with each instances, right? So in this slide, you can see it written some access to the MSK cluster we need to give. So once this cluster will be created, we will do this step, right? So let's set the host name for that. So let's connect with the producer. So let me change it so that we can recognize this server is for that. Okay, I think this one. So just I am going to delete this one and putting name producer, right? And just exit and connect it again. Why I'm doing this thing? Because you can see here it is showing now producer, so you can recognize easily it is a producer, right? So let me create this space for this producer here and up to this place, right? This is the producer, right? Now we need to go to connect with the consumer and change the name also for that. So instance is the consumer and go and connect it. So let me open another session for that. So I will give the name of this consumer one. You can see this consumer one is there. So I am just going to add it here, this place. And meanwhile, let me update packaging update, right? So I'm going to update the package. for this one. So it will update. Oh, it is updated, right? So let me do same thing for this one also. Oh, this AMI is recently updated by AWS, so we are not able to get anything. Now we will do same thing for our third instance for EC2. So let me go and connect it. This is our third instance. Let me connect. And now we need to change this name to the host name to the consumer too, so we can easily recognize it, right? Oh, 1 minute. Actually, I have not given the full name, host name. Now I need to delete it and add consumer too. Now I'm going to login it again. I will update the package for that also, once it will be connected. Yeah. Sudo m update -y. It's already updated, right? So let me create the space for this one also. So we have this one. We have this one. Now I have created all those three over here, right? So we have done this step. We have added the name. You can see the name as going consumer one, consumer two, and producer. It is showing the host name over there, right? So next step, we will go to install the Kafka client for that. But before that, Kafka topic is running on the Java version. So we need to install the Java first. So we are going to install all three instances for that. 3 EC2 instances I have written here. And so let me start going to install Java. So let's copy install Java 1.8 on each instances. So let me do it here. Let me do it here. It's asking for why. Okay. So okay, this minus is hyphen y. Now it will give the correct one, right? Now we will check the Java version. I think this was the error, so it is not installed. Let me correct why this one. Let me try to run it again. Single. Yeah, it's installed. Actually, it is a big space is there, so it is correct. Okay, so Java version is installed. Let me show you again those things. Let me clear it screen. Paste. Now it is showing correctly. Clear, and it is showing correctly here, right? And let me clear it. So we install the Java, right? All three. Now we need to install the Kafka client. So first we will go to the root. I think we are already on the root because you are still in same place, root folder. So just run in wget. We will go and take it. Then tar, and we will, after that we will install all those things, right? So just wget. I did it same, all three, right? So let me show you. This is installed version for that, right? So unzip. Now it will create one folder. So I will go this version and bin, right? And ls. We can see it is showing Kafka server start, stop, Kafka topic, multiple SH files are there here. And Kafka consumer also, we will get it here. Kafka producer. So we will use all those here. Zookeepers are also here, right? So same thing, I need to do it here. Slash bin. Okay, let me clear it. ls Kafka and bin, right? So we are all on the same page, right? We have done. Now we are reached on this step also. Now move to the creating this Kafka installation and create the topics. So for this create topics, we need the zookeeper connection string. So there are multiple way for getting those things. Zookeeper connection. We can go to AWS Management Console and open cluster and vClient information, where yeah, we will get the all those details, right? And from the command line zookeeper's connection string, you can using the Kafka cluster ARN. Once ARN is there, we will give the describe command for that, and describe cluster command and region uassist and cluster ARN will pass. So we will get in the last line for zookeeper connection string over there. So this step will run once we will get the cluster will up, right? So let's check what is status of our cluster which is created earlier. So it is still creating, right? And you can see here client promise is currently grayed out, right? Once it will created, then we will get all those details from here, right? And ARN is also already we are getting here, but still it is not created all those things. So I think we will not get those things. So let's wait. So what I'm doing, I am pausing this video until it will create this cluster, right? Yeah, now we can see that cluster is created. And click on that. We can see client information also here. And property, we can see two subnets. And broker, we have selected small, it is given the two endpoints for broker, B1 and B2, you can see. And same thing we can see from the client information also. You can see bootstrap for server, we are getting this bootstrap for B1 and B2 both. And it is showing we have selected plain text, right? So we are getting this endpoint. Otherwise, if you will not getting select this one, then we will not get this endpoint. This is for TLS and this is for IAM endpoints. We got this bootstrap server, and also zookeeper connections we get for the TLS and plain text both here. So we will use this zookeeper for that one because you have selected plain text, right? So it is there. We can go and select anyone, not as required, then select all. You can take anyone from that and start your work, right? So here you can see I will show you how to get all those things here. So let me get the zookeeper string. So let me see. Let me open the notepad. This one. And we need here ARN for that cluster, right? So let's go back and ARN, you will get it ARN here, right? ARN is there. So I'm replacing this one with ARN, right? So let me connect it. Let me run it here. You can see this is showing zookeeper connection string, and it is the same string we are getting it from here, which is showing on the Kafka cluster in the view cloned information, right? This is the zookeeper. We got is plain text one, right? 2181 port for plain text and TLS 2182. So you can check here, we are getting this one for the 2181, right? And same for Z1, Z2, and Z3. Three we are getting here, zookeepers. So we got it. You can see I've written here. Now we need to create a topic using zookeeper, right? So topic for creating the topic, you can see this is a command for Kafka topic.sss. Now to create and zookeeper, we need to pass the zookeeper connection string. Any string we need to pass, and topic name we will pass, and what is the partition one. We are taking one partition and replication factor 2. So just let me copy this one here, and I'm going to change the zookeeper URL only, right? This is we need to change. So what we need to do here for the zookeeper, I will take anyone, right, from here. I'm taking this one. Oops. This one. Zookeeper URL, I think. Just add double quotes, right? What is showing zookeeper in double quotes. So I've added here, and topic name is MSK. Let me large. This is topic name is MSK provision topic. We are giving the name, right? So let me run this command. You can see we got that message created topic. MSK provision topic is created, right? So we have topic is created here. Now we have one step which is pending earlier. We're waiting for the creation of the Kafka cluster. So you can see here updated MSK cluster security group. We need to add the inbound rule, added inbound rule, add our rule all traffic. We need to open that traffic from EC2 instance to the Kafka server, right? So we need to do it in security group. So let's go in this cluster. You can see security group. This is the network security group is there, this one. So let me open this one. And here we will go and edit environment rule, add rule, and we want to add all traffic from here to custom. We want to add all EC2 instances, right? So we have given that name for that MSK provision SC, right? So I've selected this one, and same thing I have written here, and save changes. Now it is updated. So we have given access, right, for that EC2 instance. It is done, and this is we've created the topics now. Now we need to create a text file for producer and consumer instances, right? For that, we need to go to path bin folder, and name of the file should be this client.property. So let's do here. So I think this is written here. Yeah. So let me do it on all three clusters. Yeah, you can see. So I am VI, VI, and VI. Okay. We need to use security.protocol equal to text and create this file. So let me do it here first. Right, you can see ls here. Client.property is created. Client dot this one at the top, and here same thing we need to do here. Oh, client.property. I think this is the wrong. We need to change it again. This spelling mistake. Let me correct it. We need to add this one. Yeah. Now let me write here. Otherwise, yeah. Now I want to save it. Okay. Now we have done. This client property is created. You want to see, you can see client.property, right? And you can cat also if required. You can see all are working. So after that, get the bootstrap server string which you are earlier saw in the console. Now we will get this is using this command, right? Using the passing that Kafka ARN, right? So you can see this. This is the get boot property, and this is the cluster ARN which we have already used earlier, right? And I'm replacing with Kafka ARN and just run it. So let me clear it. This is AWS command, and you can see it. We are getting boot step string TLS1, and we are getting one string. So we need to take this string one plain text, right? And same thing we have seen earlier here in the Kafka also. Let me show you the client information, and you can see this is bootstrap is same, whatever written is here. Right, B19092, and same thing here, B29092, B19092, right? You can take from here or there, any place. Both way I am telling you, right? So this is I'm copying it here. This is the things, right? B1 and B2. So this is our bootstrap URL for that. And once we got this bootstrap URL, it is written same thing here, right? Now we need to produce the messages. For that, we need to use the Kafka console producer.ss file. And this is a broker list. This is bootstrap string we need to pass here, and config client.property and topic name, right? So let me copy this one here for producer. This one, but here broker list B2 we need to change, right? So I am taking B1 here. Anyone you can take, right? This one, and producer dot config client dot property we created earlier, and topic name MSK provision topic we have created, right? So we will go and run on the producer side, right? So this is our server where we need to run. Okay, so I'm writing message here. Hi, how are you? So this is message is getting stored in the Kafka. So let's create the consumer for this messages. So you can see this is the consumer for that, and consumer we will use the Kafka consumer console consumer.shs, right? This is there, and hyphen from beginning will take it from all those things when starting, right? So let's copy it. I'm copying this one this time, so I will show you this consumer also. And you can see bootstrap server. I can take anyone, right? So I'm replacing with this one. And topic name we have created this particular topic, right? So I am taking this topic. Now we need to run it. So we will run this on that there from this side, right? I am running it on consumer 2. See, it is just taking all those messages from here, starting it. You can see this, you got this message. Hi, how are you, right? And suppose uh, uh, it is written, I am consumer 2, right? Yeah, it is messages producing here, right? Now let's go and check with other side also. Let me copy, and I am clearing it here. Let me open this one also. You can see one producer and two consumers. So see, it is taking all three messages, right, from the beginning. So whatever we will read, sorry, whatever we will go and write here. Sorry, yeah, here. Oh, yeah, whatever we will write here, you can see it is messages producing, consuming from the both servers, right? So this is demo done. So this is done, right? So demo is completed for that, and that way we are giving the messages from here, and due to Kafka, it is producer is taking messages from the Kafka. So next one, we need to go delete the MSK cluster, delete all three EC2 instance, delete security group, delete IAM role. All those things we need to delete it. So let's go and delete it. The deletion is very simple. Just go to the console, cluster, select cluster, and action, and delete. It will again take time for deleting, but not take more time. And EC2 instance, it will go over there. So dashboard instance is there. So I'm selecting all those instances and directly go to terminate it. So terminated, right? So all three instances are going to terminate. And security groups, let me delete that one also. Security group is still just delete, then we can go create it one security group that we will going to delete it. And in the default security group, we have changed something, so we will go and something delete it, right? Default VPC security group. So we will go and edit and remove this one, delete this one, which one we have added. Save rules, and it is deleting. And what about that Instances. Yeah, instances, no instances are running, terminated. And from the console point of view, dashboard type, let me refresh it. This volume is deleted. Now security group, we are going to delete this security group, MSK security group. This is deleted, right? Now role we have created here, MSK role. So let's go and delete this role. So we have done this thing, and it will take time for deletion, but after some time it will deleted everything. Only cluster is pending. It will take 5 more minutes. So we have done deletion process. Now next topic, next video we will discuss on same provisioned MSK cluster, but that time we will use this Python code as a producer and consumer. And consumer will be used over there from the RDS SQL and PostgreSQL. It means the consumer will take data from the Kafka and put those messages to the RDS and Postgres both, right? So this one we will discuss in the next one. So if you like that video, please like and subscribe my channel. And any query, please message me. And thanks for watching it. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.